Hello friends, my name is Raza Masood. Today we will discuss about a very important topic of project management, work breakdown structure. Friend, this is a very important topic with respect to project management or PMI. Friend, if you are studying project management and you are planning to give exam of project management in university, or you are planning to give exam of PMP, so friend, this is a very important topic with respect to project management. So you can understand that how much it can be important. At least 10 to 15 questions we will definitely see in the exam, especially if we talk about PMP. Also, if you are a professional project manager, so it is very important for you that to understand the concept of work breakdown structure in your professional life, so that you can implement the concept and take the advantage of making the work breakdown structure. So let's start, friend. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell option as well, so that my new videos can reach to you. So let's start. Work breakdown structure. Friend, just see these three terms: work, breakdown, structure. In short form, it is called as WBS as well. Short form is WBS. See, friend, here a very common phrase called as divide and conquer, divide and rule. You can say divide and conquer as well. So basically, the work breakdown structure is basically based on that concept which is called as divide and conquer. What does it mean, friend? For example, friend, if you are making a project, as a project manager you have to deliver a project. So friend, as per the project, what is the most important thing in your mind? First of all, the most important thing is the scope of a project. The scope means that what you have to deliver. Okay. uh, what is a project? As per the definition of PMI, project is a temporary thing, like it has some starting and ending point, and gives you a unique product, unique result. So that is called as project, and a person who is managing the project called as project manager. Now, friend, work breakdown structure means, friend, that first of all you have to understand the concept, and you have to divide the project, you have to divide the scope, at which level you can reach, through which you can estimate the task in terms of time and cost. For example, what does it mean? See, friend, here if you are implementing a mobile application, you have to deliver a mobile application as a project to a bank, let's assume. Okay. So if someone says that you have to deliver a mobile application, so what does it mean? That means you have to identify that what are the components, how will you deliver a thing, how will you deliver a project to customer. That means first of all you have to understand that what you will do in the planning session, what you will do in the execution session, how will you deploy the things, how you will do the user acceptance testing, how will you the quality assurance. So see, friend, here first of all you have to define, you have to drill down the project, you have to divide the project. Okay. At some level you will reach at some level through which you can estimate the task. For example, you have to deliver a mobile application to customer, that they can do the fund transfer uh, to another user. For example, fund transfer, this is another task. So first of all you have to see, you have to deliver, you have to first of all you have to understand the scope of project. Then by understanding the scope of project, you have to identify the task and activities of a project. And at some level, when you are dividing the project, you will reach at some level at which you can decide the required time and cost to accomplish the task. So friend, work breakdown structure is very important, because you have to first of all you have to understand the scope, then you divide the scope of work. When you are dividing the things, you it will become easier for you to understand the things and to estimate the things in terms of time and cost. So this is called the concept of work breakdown structure. Remember one very important phrase: divide and conquer. Whenever we talk about work breakdown structure, just remember this concept: divide and conquer. Divide and conquer means that if there is only one thing, like for example mobile application, so it is a very general term that you have to deliver a mobile application. In mobile application, what you have to deliver, like customer can do the donations, customer can do the interbank fund transfer, customer can give feedback, customer can get their knowledge about debit card, etc, etc. So see friend, here if we talk about only mobile application, it's a very general thing. But when we talk about work breakdown structure, we have to understand the scope. Then you have to identify, you have to divide the scope of work so that you can identify the task and activities, so that you can estimate the task in terms of time and cost to accomplish the task. Okay. uh, then next friend, what are the benefits of WBS? There are lots of benefits of work breakdown structure. Most important is that the it defines and organizes the work required. uh, Also it facilitates the quick development of a schedule by allocating effort estimates to a specific section of the WBS. Also friend, if there's any risk in the scope, you can identify it from there. Why? Because you are drilling down the scope. So if there is any risk, you can identify from there. As a whole, you can understand the scope as a visual. Communication points can be identified from there. Also if there is any impact on the deliverables of falling behind, you can identify from there. Also roles and responsibilities can be identified. Control points, milestones can be identified. Also friend, the cost of a project can be identified here. Why? Because when you identify the, when you know the time and cost, when you know the activities, you can identify the estimate in terms of cost and time as well. Also friend, when you have a clear vision about the scope of work in terms of WBS, it will be easier for you to identify the deliverables, and it will become very difficult for you to forgotten the deliverables. Also friend, a resource allocation becomes easier because you know the task allocations, assignments, so resource can be allocated accordingly. Planning of projects become easier. It becomes a very good tool for team as well to brainstorming, collaboration, understand the scope, understand the activities. So WBS is very important in terms as well. It provides an opportunity to engage the team and make them feel invested in the planning, because it is a very good tool for planning as well. See friend, here when things are in a visual format, things are in front of you, so it is very become easier for you to understand and communicate. For example, planning a vacation, a very simple project. You can think about it. For example, let's assume that general example that you are planning for a vacation. First of all, what you will do, you have to do a preliminary, a basic plan. Then you have to think that how you will do the transportation, how you will do the lodging, and then the final preparation. For example, preliminary plan means that the travel dates you have to identify, the budgets, request time off, transportation. Then you have to think that search for the available flights, cost, booking flights, reserve rental car, etc. So you have to think about the transportation. Lodging means research, hotels, availability, cost, reservations. Final preparation mean like you have to arrange the passport, buy the beach supplies, package luggage, set alarm clock, etc, etc. See friend, here this is the very simple and very classic example of work breakdown structure. What does it mean? First of all, you have to identify that what is your objective. Your objective is plan vacation. Then you have to drill down the things. For like this is your project, for example planning a vacation, how you will achieve. The major task is that preliminary plan, transportation, lodging, and final preparation. Then you further drill down the things. See friend, here at this level you can identify that how much time is required. These are the, this is called the activities. Here this is the example of activities. So because you can estimate the activities here. So this is a very good example of work breakdown structure. Moving to a new house, this is another example of work breakdown structure. You have to search, buy and move. These are very simple steps you can divide. For example, searching means that decide on neighborhood, find real estate agent, conduct online searching, visit homes in person. For buy, loan approval, make an offer, conduct inspection, settlement. Move, hire movers like the cars or the transportation is required. Packing of boxes, get new keys, pay movers, move, then and the next. See friend, here moving to a new house, just there are three items below it, like searching of house, buying a house and moving to a new house. Then if we talk about searching of house, that what you will do, so this is called an activities. These are the activities here. Similar, these are the activities. So at this level you can identify the task and you can estimate that how much time is required to find a real estate agent. Okay, so you can identify that how much time and cost is required, so it will be very easier for you to estimate. Friend, another very technical, you can say, the website building. For example, you have to build a website. So what are the what will be the work package here? You have to identify like UI design, user interface. So in the user interface, what you will do, sitemap, you have to identify the wireframes, and in the sitemaps you have to identify the version 1, version 1 sitemap. In the wireframe you have to identify the version 1 frames. Then the design, simple design, the concept. Here comes the concept, design concept, present concept, revise concept, deliver final concept. See, friend, this was a more technical work breakdown structure. It is very similar to the previous one. Just see that if you have to build a website, what you will do, just think in that manner. If you have to build a website as a project manager, of what you will do, you have to, you can say, there are two areas, user UX design and the simple design. In the UX design, what you will do, you have to do the sitemap and wireframes, and then in sitemaps are further activities will be there. In the design, the concept will came, and then in the concept you have to see that what are the activities. So friend, at this level, for example, create version 1 sitemap. At this level, friend, this will be your activities. Why? Because you can estimate the task in terms of time and cost. So friend, I hope you like this video. If you like, please share it with your friends and colleagues. Thank you, thanks a lot for your time, and that's all from my side. If you like, please share it with your friends and colleagues. Thank you.